And in a pretty shocking turn of events just last night, guys, yes, it's version 1, which will be issued a suspension for one of their players, that being Zellsis, by Riot Games and Valorant, that being for actions taken over at Iceland towards the TO, that being Riot and one of their staff members. It's an unfortunate circumstance, which version 1 have now announced. Yes, they will be forced to use a sub for at least a couple future events. And with that being said as well, it's also Zellsis taking to Twitter to apologize for what has been labeled as a categorically offensive turn. It was not detailed what he did say to a Riot staff member, although I'm going to read for you guys the statement. It seems it was either a sexist or a racist remark. I wish they would have clarified a bit between those two, because it leaves a lot of speculation open as to what he possibly could have said. But as of right now, we do not know what he did say, but we do know he's being punished for it. As Riot in their statement do say, TLDR, during Valorant Masters Iceland, Zellsis violated Rule 7.1.2 of the Global Competition Policy, which mandates that players observe the highest standards of personal integrity and good sportsmanship at all times. As a result, Zellsis is suspended for the first Challenger Open Qualifier and the first Challenger main event of Stage 3. For context, on May 28th, during the team's player check-in and rule review session, Zellsis made a categorically offensive and discriminatory remark about a tournament official. Offensive comments made on the basis of gender or race are in direct violation of the standards expected of players participating in the Valorant Champions Tour. Accordingly, Zellsis is suspended for the first Challenger Open Qualifier and the first Challenger main event of Stage 3. Any subsequent violations of this policy will result in increased penalties, including suspension, forfeiture of prize money, and/or forfeiture of circuit points. So apparently it was towards a tournament official over a review of the rulings, a little bit of a briefing for the players, not even during a match where maybe a controversial choice was made, or maybe it was during a tech pause. This was during what seemed to be a player briefing for the team, which, yes, is odd. And like I said before, that remark he did make has not been named, but apparently it was discriminatory, whether it be based on race or based on sex, which leads so many open doors. Not going to try and speculate as to which one it was, but obviously it was serious enough to miss the next open qualifier and the next main event as well. That's a hefty punishment. That's a very, very serious punishment, which probably leaves a lot of people out there wondering what the heck was said. As version 1 said, Riot has suspended Zellsis for an inappropriate comment at Masters in Iceland. V1 and Zellsis regret the incident and apologize to Riot staff. We accept Riot's decision and will be playing with a sub for the first open and closed qualifiers of Stage 3 of VCT. And Zellsis goes on to say, I want to apologize to Riot staff for making an inappropriate remark in Iceland. I take responsibility for my actions and will learn from this mistake. I'm sorry to my teammates for putting them in this position. We'll be taking a few days off social media. I will be better. And of course, despite the punishment, people curious who will be subbing in for V1. A lot of eyes went towards Jammies, but if he's going to be scrimming with teams like FaZe, who knows what's going to be in his future cards? Do you want to go back in and sub for only a partial amount of time with a lineup that, yes, you did very well with in Iceland? Who knows? I'm sure they have plenty of options, and yes, will this affect a short-term future for the team? Certainly so. You got to pay for the actions that you do so take. And unfortunately, those actions were made by someone like Zellsis over at Iceland. But yes, he'll be serving out the punishment as is due. Until next time, hope you all enjoy. We got plenty of videos coming out all weekend long. You take care of yourselves. I'll catch you back here sometime soon. Okay, bye.